Hi, my name is Alice Albel. I'm part of RD Lead.
Hi, I'm Maggie Morgan. I'm also part of RD Lead. Alice and I are both recently credentialed registered dietitians, and we wanted to talk to you guys about what's been going on in the testing with all the COVID-19 precautions right now. So as most of you know, the test is 125 questions. You have 2.5 hours to complete those questions. Of those 125, 25 of those are not scored. They're test questions to be used in future tests. So it's kind of like that section of the SAT that wasn't scored. It's just for people to use in the future. If you have taken all 125 questions and the test still needs more information to give you a passing or a failing score, you can go all the way to 145 questions. The test will stop at either a point when you have failed or you have passed. So at any point between 125 or 145, it might stop. You just have to be prepared for it. So in more specific terms of what the two of us had to go through during this whole testing process during coronavirus, basically my test was at 8 a.m. on a Saturday. I showed up. There were 3 other students there to take their tests. The waiting room with the chairs were very separated. We all sat far apart from each other. We all had to wear masks at all times. You can't take water or anything into the testing center with you. You can leave it in a locker outside, but your test will not have the ability to be paused. So at any point when you need water or you need a bathroom break, you have to leave your test running. You are allowed to leave to do those things, but you have to leave your test running. The check-in process is very standardized. You have to show your ID. You have to check in with that ID. They take a photo of you. Everything right now takes longer because they wipe down the fingerprint and palm scanner. They wipe all the counters down between people, and I'm sure Alice will tell you the same thing. They're just being extra cautious with what's going on. In terms of being in the room, when you walk in, they normally pat you down to see if you have anything on you that could be used to cheat or anything like that. They're currently not patting you down. I had to pat my own arms down, but they are still like visually looking for those things. And they do keep a social distance away. You do have to take the entire test with your mask on. For me, I know it's a little different for Alice. For me, I did pass, but I went all 145 questions, and it took me almost the entire 2.5 hours. I think I had about 10 minutes left. So that entire time, I had my mask on. They separate you very well in the room, but for safety precautions, you have to keep that on. If you wear glasses, it does get a little foggy, so maybe consider wearing your contacts or, kind of cleaning them beforehand just to make sure that doesn't happen. And then when you leave, same thing, they wipe everything down, so you should feel really safe when you're going to these things. But yeah, those I think were my main points, but I'm sure Alice has a couple things she wants to add.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so at my piercing site, I was the only one there for the RD exam, but we were in a room full of other exams and other students who were taking tests at the same time. They had it set up similar to a computer room that you would see in any sort of school or library, anything like that. I was in a set off part of that, which I think was just my own building. But as Maggie said, they didn't pat us down. I was wearing a hoodie and I had told to roll my sleeves up. I was asked if I had any tattoos on my arms that were writing, and if I did, I don't. If I could please show that to the person who was checking the bodies before they entered. My test was only 125 questions, and I finished in about an hour, but that's because I have always been an obnoxiously fast test taker, so by no means put that metric on yourself. At 125, I definitely recommend taking a deep breath and hitting next. If you get a question after that, like Maggie said, no need to fret, nothing wrong. It just means you got to answer a few more questions. That's fine. This test isn't any harder than anything we've taken in the rest of our academic careers. In terms of mask, I had a fabric mask, and that was a little bit more comfortable for me than using a one-time use mask. Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
I will add to at 125. I mean, Alice didn't go further, but I did, and I will tell you every question after that, I did have a little bit of a faster heartbeat. Take a deep breath. Trust yourself. I mean, I got all the way to 145 and I passed with no problem. So definitely like take those extra seconds to ground yourself. And yeah, definitely trust yourself in this whole thing. We're all in this together. We all had to do it. But yeah, other than that, Alice, do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so. So with that, thank you guys for watching. From all of us here at RD Lead, good luck on your exam and everything else. Bye.